What's up? This your boy JG, back with another video on music tips and reviews with JG. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is gonna be a great show. Great experience going and watching this movie. But first of all, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so you'll be updated on all my latest content. If you're tuning in, leave a comment. If you saw the movie, feel free to leave a comment. If you haven't already, leave a comment what you thought about the movie, and just chime in and let me know your opinion. Even give your rating. Give your rating what you thought about the movie, and we'll get right into it. And I may have some guests joining this live review, so appreciate y'all for watching. I'm gonna start off. I've been a fan of Beyonce. I still a fan of Beyonce. Not a huge fan. But I believe this movie has made me more appreciative, of her artistry. I'm talking slow, I don't know why. Of her artistry, the things that she do, seeing the hard work behind the scenes, how she really pushed herself into, the plateau that she's at now. It's very extraordinary, very inspiring. Even if you're not into music, even if that's not your profession or that you want to do, I believe this movie will inspire you in anything that you're trying to pursue in life. It's really inspiring. So if you're in here, let me know you're in here. Leave a comment on YouTube. Let me know that you're in here. I see some people in here hopping in. And so we're gonna get straight into it. Renaissance, meaning rebirth. Rebirth of a lot of things. She stepped into motherhood. She stepped into being a wife, and she also stepped into, I think, a bigger realm, as far as her artistry, as far as being a celebrity. I feel like, she's gonna be up there like Michael Jackson, or if she haven't already. I believe she's gonna get to that point where she's like Michael Jackson, like she's that she's that girl. I believe she's a goddess. The way she really carries herself is really in that goddess form. And again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're gonna get into it. Trying to slow myself down just in case people may pop up here on the show. So like I said, Renaissance is a rebirth, and I think on this album, the Renaissance, she really reinvented herself, and I believe on every album that she does, she really reinvents her style, reinvents her sound sonically, the way she just reaches people, with her art, with her artistry. She really reaches people. And I on this album, she's really reaching the LGBTQ community with her music, as far as the house music and the Vogue music, and just inspired by that community. I see. And my honestly, and let me know what your favorite Beyonce album is in the comments. My favorite album is B-Day. It's always been B-Day. But this Renaissance album just very, experimental, very experimental. And we're gonna get into this movie though. When I, bought the tickets, I didn't know that it was gonna be that high, honestly. But it was worth it. It was worth the money. And of course, it's Beyonce. You gonna pay some money to see Beyonce, whether you see her live or you see some type of production that she put together. And it's interesting that this movie is called Renaissance, a film by Beyonce. So she really, really put her all into this production, this movie, this film that she put together. Showing that a black woman can really be empowered and take control of what she want to put out there. And Renaissance was a great movie from top to bottom. I just love the way it started. Very, very emotional in a sense, and I really felt the beginning, what she was talking about when she was talking to the fans. I believe she started off with Dangerously in Love. Leave a comment if but I think she started with Dangerously in Love, and she really poured herself out to her fans at the beginning. I like the way they started off. They didn't really start off with the high energy, and that was very dope the way they started the movie. Just showing the essence of her, Beyonce, and showing her fans really loving, pouring their love on her, and she really feeling that energy back from the crowd. I thought that was very interesting, the way they did that as well. And I love the way they showed, especially when she went to Houston. They showed Kelly and Latavia and Michelle Williams, all those people that were a part of Destiny's Child. Show that they still are connected, show that they still are friends, even though they had their rough times in the past. But they came out to support their fellow Destiny Child member, which is Beyonce. And I just like the girl connection, female connection that was shown in this movie. And it also showed a lot of support from the crew, behind the scenes, showing how they had to set up certain things, set up props, set up the whole screen in the back, which I believe it probably cost millions of dollars, to get all those things, pyrotechnics, just all those things. You have to pay for the dancers, pay for the musicians, just showing everything that encompass, a show like that. Seeing that show, it really, like, you see somebody else doing a show, you like, they gotta step their game up. The way she really, put that show together, it's like, wow. She set a bar, with that tour, that concert. And I believe, the people that went to the show, I know a few people, that I know, beehives, that went to the show. They said, it's incredible, and I can tell from just watching it on the screen that, she really put her all into, this movie, this concert. And it's rare, as far as an album, to really perform all the cuts, all the songs from your latest album. A lot of people, play all their songs from, their past albums, but she was able, because of the fan base that she has, to really perform all the songs from her latest album. That's rare. And they sang every, every morsel, every lyric. of those songs. And like I said, feel free to leave a comment on what you got from it. Like when I was in the movie theater, I did want to write down some notes. Being the content creator that I am, I wanted to write down some notes, but I really wanted to enjoy the show. I really wanted to enjoy this show that I saw. I wanted to enjoy just seeing the hard work that she put in. Even going into, and I understood why they didn't really show a lot about, Beyonce and Jay-Z, their relationship, because I felt they was very tasteful in this movie as far as Beyonce and her family. They want to keep things private, but I love that they showed a lot of her with the motherhood, showing her with her daughters and son, Blue, Sarah and Remy. I like they showed those parts, showing her going back to her hometown, going back to her favorite food spots, and it's crazy, her, the house she grew up in was huge, and it's good showing her father. Of course she kind of separated from her father, business wise, and really got into her own, in control of her own things. And it's good to see her parents support, even though her parents are separated, they still show their support together, coming to support her. It's good seeing Jay-Z in the audience really rooting for her. And what's up, Steve?
Hey, what's up, man? Sorry I'm late, bro.
Oh, you good?
Fighting
You good?
the rain.
Yeah. And I know you said you saw most of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say I've seen most of the movie. Yeah.
Okay. What you thought of it, and how it began at the beginning. I like the way it started. I
didn't. Well, man, I really
didn't
see it. From
shout out to my wife too. She just came up, Lynette.
Hey, Lynette.
How you doing? And so Steve, how you thought about the beginning?
Well, I want to say I seen like the middle, but I just I need to go back. I don't think I've seen the very beginning, but I was watching kind of like the middle with then on like that. But I do want to say, man, it was definitely something like different.
Mm-hmm.
It won't just like any like what is this documentary? It was more so like it was a concert documentary, but it was more so about just her level of just studying her craft, being in control of not just her music but just the business, putting everything together by just her her thought process and how she wanted things to be, especially when she was talking about the lights and stuff, how certain lights need to be, how less lights and lights, all that. Like she was very structured and detailed and organized.
And especially her being black and being a black woman, they really tried to tell her, oh, they don't have these size props or anything. But she was like, I researched it. She researched things herself, being in control of her vision. People, these people paid so much money for these tickets. And she like, I want to give them the best show they ever seen in their life. And she really gave them a great show. And what you thought about the beginning, Lynette?
You already know. So, it was really good. Very inspirational to see her put in that much work from the beginning.
Yeah.
She really put a lot of thought in it, and like I have to say, everybody that contribute to her in the beginning, the opening, from them putting all those panels together, putting the stage together, that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I don't know, she had the energy for it.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, like looking at her show and then looking at other people's show, it's like you're not doing enough. You looking like You can't just go up there now with just a play the CD and you just playing, sing it to a CD or whatever. It's like
She
she set the
Yeah,
bar.
she
you
did.
sleeping at the concert before
Oh yeah.
she got
Yeah.
Hmm.
she,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah, and I like the emotional connection that she created at the beginning of the movie. You know how they, it didn't start off with the high energy. Of course she's known for the high energy songs. But they started off with "Dangerously in Love," I believe, and they show the fans like we love you. The connection. Then she felt it, and then she was just emotional. How
Hmm.
how far she came from. From
Yep.
Destiny Child to
right.
all those transitions with the group. And how y'all felt about that part when she really just looked out in the crowd and people was just screaming, literally screaming her name, like
Oh wow.
she really hit that Michael Jackson plateau, like.
Yeah,
Man,
I mean,
that was overwhelming.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
I felt like that was an overwhelming feeling of joy and love.
yeah,
Because you got like imagine that's you and you look out in that arena and it's filled
yeah,
because people want to see you. Like
yeah,
you're like, if that was me, I'm like, all of these people showed up for me.
yeah,
right.
yeah,
That's overwhelming.
yeah,
And that's and just, and that's not even considering the people, that wasn't there.
hmm,
So just to have that
Hmm.
level of energy and the different places she would go, and then especially her hometown.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
Yeah.
saying? Like, so you got people who knew about her since Destiny's Child.
yeah,
Um,
Hmm.
even when she was probably even when she was doing talent shows and stuff. And then
yeah,
you got now, so it just goes to show that when you put in the work and stuff, and like you said and stuff, like it's somewhat of that Michael Jackson status to the point where you got people crying. And
yeah,
that's another thing too. It's like you got people screaming, but you got people crying.
yeah,
And normally you see that experience, when you're in church and stuff like that. But
uh huh,
at a concert, it's like I
yeah,
can't even imagine people just literally crying, falling out when she throws the towel at them.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like whoa,
yeah,
like
yeah,
they not the Beyonce
yeah.
spirit. So it's like
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't know if that happened yet. Like MJ, like where they just
Oh,
fall out. Like, but it looked like they were close though.
it looked like, but there was, but yeah, but I was
Yeah,
like, if there was,
yeah,
like if MJ was to just say, like, just to touch them on their head, they
yeah,
fall out
yeah,
like domino. Like if he
yeah,
really wanted them to fall, they would
yeah,
loop all around like domino.
yeah, yeah. And a lot of people, a lot of people look at Beyonce and like, oh, she's been, handed a spoon.
Right,
Like she got all this
right,
people that supported her to get.
right.
She worked hard, to get where she was.
Yeah,
They didn't just push her out there and say,
right,
you got
yeah,
everything, but she worked hard
right,
for what, she the plateau is at
right,
now. And
Yeah.
so, yeah,
That's true because in that movie they also showed her from the beginning as a child.
yeah,
As a child, she was working hard for it.
yeah,
Um, she even said that she was um she was in the studio at 9 years old,
yeah.
and they kept trying to get her to do this certain note
Oh,
to
yeah.
her voice. What happened to her vocal box?
oh yeah,
Hemorrhage or something
Yeah,
like
in
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
hemorrhage.
yeah,
yeah,
So when you think about it, Beyonce been a child working this hard. Like her
mm-hmm,
work ethic is like out of this
mm-hmm,
world.
yeah, yeah. And oh, you about to say something, Steve? Oh,
so I was gonna
okay.
say, like with her vocals, she basically was. It's like doing gymnastics, and then you
Yeah,
sprain your ankle or something, and then you just keep going and stuff, and you build upon that. That didn't
yeah,
stop her from like singing the way she does,
Mm,
yeah,
and
mhm.
yeah,
she has a lot of emotion. You can hear it in her voice and stuff like that, and she knows how to. It's crazy. She knows how to pick a song.
Yeah.
yeah, Yeah.
She took her background singers and created a group.
Yeah. Yeah, that was dope. Yeah. And
But
I was gonna get to that too, her background singers. Like she didn't just pick any singer.
right,
She
Mm-hmm.
also looked at their image, the way they carried themselves. And it's good to see her interact with other females behind the scenes because,
right,
it's always things told about Beyonce that she's
right,
this type of arrogant type of
Mm-hmm.
female.
right.
She don't cooperate. They always show on YouTube her shadiest moments and
Oh
things like
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
But they show behind the scenes like, she's still in control, but
right.
she's look like she's more collaborative, than we've seen, on TV.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
I thought that was dope. And she, when she on that stage, she just get into a different persona. She, it's just like Michael Jackson. Michael
Right,
Jackson is kind of shy behind,
right,
when he's on interviews, but
right.
once he get, on the stage, they are totally different people.
I got a question.
Yeah,
You know how you say you get on stage and I like different.
yeah,
Okay, she made a remark in there where she said she get on stage, she transform, and then she always come back. Like I was
hmm,
trying to read between the lines. Like, what does that mean
yeah.
when she said that?
That's a good question.
That is a good question.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I think too, it's like it's kind of like anything you do and you're around people and you gotta like present your talent too. It's just like like if you in church and the spirit takes over and stuff like that, you
yeah,
probably just you're free from the nervousness
yeah,
because
Oh,
remember they're interacting with the energy. She's interacting with the energy of the crowd.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So you know how when people say, "Hey, I can't hear you," this side over here, this side, they're trying to feed off the energy because the more energy they get, the more they can be more free and not be
yeah,
nervous.
yeah,
But I think anything you do, especially what you like work hard for, you're going to be naturally nervous. But it's
yeah,
just something in you that once you start doing it, you're just
yeah,
Hmm.
free and you're
yeah,
not worried about anything else. So I she said stuff about she's Sasha Fierce and stuff, but I think it's just a certain energy she gets when she is on stage, kind of like method
yeah,
acting,
yeah.
or what is it? What's the other one where you not method acting, but start with a P, um
Uh, I don't
where
know.
you just go off the script, front,
Okay.
front, front,
Uh,
it'll come to mind.
improvisation.
Improv, right? Improv,
Improv.
right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
my bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
And I
she yeah,
yeah, and I think even us being from the church, you know, we've we had that adrenaline, when we get on that, you know, get on that podium, or
right,
we sang in
yeah,
church, or we do anything, just performing. Period.
right,
You get that adrenaline, and plus being Beyonce and this big,
right,
performance, this big
right,
show,
right,
you have that pressure, and so of course that
right,
adrenaline has, that adrenaline, that persona, that change has to be in you once you hit that
yeah.
stage. All those personal issues that you have behind the stage. You just gotta let that go and give the people the best show they ever seen. So
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
yeah,
because it's crazy because the thing is she already from the crowd is already having that expectation of
yeah,
what they require of her because of who she is and
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
why you know what I'm saying they have high expectations for her. But because she already knows that she's conditioned to that, it makes it more easy to do what she's doing. But going on the stage is always going to have that natural nervousness anyway.
yeah,
But
yeah,
but being that she works so hard and stuff, it just exudes what
yeah,
she does. Even when it like there's been times where they say like Beyonce fall or something,
yeah,
it the way she
Mm-hmm.
bounced back, she plays it all so well that you would have thought it was part of the concert because she
yeah,
kept it professional. She didn't. Somebody say if you sing something and say the wrong words, don't make it seem like you said the wrong words. Go along
yeah,
with it. And she
yeah,
has such a showmanship about how she do her dance and her singing and everything like
yeah.
that. So
Yeah, she's
yeah,
perfected her craft, perfected her uniqueness. Like,
Right.
she, it's like it's natural to her now. Like it's like muscle memory when she get
Oh
on that
yeah.
stage. Even a musician, being a musician, you have to have that muscle memory to remember songs. And she's perfected that because she's been in it for years.
Right.
Ever since she
Right.
was young. And
Hmm.
I know Lynette, you was amazed by the part where she hurt her knee and and her knee was swollen, had to drain her knee, and
Right.
she's still moving that leg
Still
like
moving.
it ain't hurting, you know.
Yeah, like
No.
them before they showed that the way that she was moving, high
Yeah,
energy, just doing everything, and then they go to a scene where they're draining her knee.
yeah,
This like she
yeah,
didn't have no injuries at all. Like
yeah,
And,
yeah.
and
I think they wanted to show that too because she's not a superhuman.
yeah,
right.
She has pain, and we look at Beyonce, and I've mentioned to my wife, we ever since we were young, we look at Beyonce like she's just perfect, and especially
Right.
hmm
being us men, we
Right.
looked at Beyonce like, oh, we can never get a a
Right.
woman like that. But now looking at this movie, it's like, oh, she's a normal woman,
She's
she's
a no, she's down to earth. She,
yeah,
but you know what's crazy? She showed something too. Remember when they couldn't find a camera
yeah,
for her video set, and she
oh
looked it
yeah.
up
Yeah, she said
and
just
found
get yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she knew the dimensions and everything,
right.
the pixels and all that stuff.
She,
It was
she said,
like
"Oh,
she was
don't worry
like,
about it. I got it."
yeah. In that part where the other persuasion, they tried to tell her, oh, they don't got this size prop or whatever. And she like, oh, I researched it. They got that size. And they were like,
no,
oh,
And,
okay.
and you would think because they're professionals,
Yeah.
but she didn't. She was determined, and just like with her legs, she was determined. She showed you how human she was, but she shows you what it takes to persevere through that.
Yeah.
yeah,
She didn't give no excuses, and she still had time to still be a wife, a mom, and a down to earth family person. Like she was all about family. She treated the crew like family. She's a
Yeah.
very down to earth person.
Yeah. Yeah.
yep. And I'm glad you mentioned that because that was something that was inspirational to me as a woman. Because I don't want to get into anything else, but I'm just, a lot of women aspire to be something great, like Beyonce, not necessarily saying they want to perform, but
Mhm.
Right,
they want to do what they love to do. But they can
Yeah.
still have a family and a
Yeah.
right,
husband and friends
right.
and balance it all and still be great. But
Yeah,
um, a lot of women and a lot of people in society will make women feel like they can't accomplish that.
Mhm.
right.
So
Yeah.
that
I
showed a
think
different light of things.
I
Mhm.
think she showed. I think she showed that too, especially in this film. And then I like the fact how she complimented her mom
Yeah.
and even Diana Ross.
Oh yeah.
You know, what I'm saying
Yeah.
like that,
And Tina
just
Turner.
paving
Yeah.
the way. Yeah, Tina Turner. Yeah,
Yeah.
for
And
paving
don't
the way and stuff.
and
Yeah.
don't forget about Jay-Z because he was there.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And they show. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was gonna get into that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's good
yeah.
that Jay Z let her have her own world.
Right.
A husband, and you see a wife of that caliber. Uh,
Hmm.
Sometimes you feel like, uh, I just like the way he let her have her own world, her own fans.
Right.
He's
Right.
not envious of the success
Right.
she's had because he has his own success.
Right.
He's
Right.
known as one of the greatest rappers of all time. So
Right.
he's like, he's in the crowd like, go B,
Yeah.
Yeah.
how he talk,
Yeah.
go B,
Yeah.
and he's like, he's out there really like souping her up. And
Right.
I love the way they show even him with the connection with Blue,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
on the tour bus and all that
Right.
stuff. Like
Right.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah.
You can see Beyonce a lot in her, in
Right.
Blue
Hmm.
Ivy. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
I like how she it did. She encouraged her and everything, worked with her and everything like that. Jay Z encouraged her, so
yeah,
I mean, it's just an example. She's showing you an example about what family is all about, what the
Yeah.
husband and wife is all about, even when you're accomplishing your dreams, and how you can bring all that together and
Mhm.
not, and still persevere. I mean,
Yeah.
she really worked very hard, and
Yeah.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
a fond respect for her after that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, and it looks like. Oh, what you about to say, Lynette?
yeah, I was gonna agree with Steve. I have a newfound respect for her too.
Mhm.
After seeing that, and because you mentioned Blue, she did say something about one of her dancers. What was her name? Imani?
Oh yeah.
She said she's the one that she trusts with her child.
The
Oh,
And
dark
you,
right,
skin one
right.
with the
Oh,
short
yeah,
hair.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
yes. And
Yeah.
that showed a lot because it's like she has a different connection with the people that work with her.
Yeah.
Right.
Like they're not just dancers, they're more than that to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like
They're
that
fam-
part where. Yeah, I like that part where. And it's like you never know who's watching you. You know, on social media and all those places.
Right.
And she found one of those dancers, the light skinned girl. She saw her on Instagram. Like even though her wig fell off, she was like the way she was just very passionate about her
Mm-hmm.
dancing. And I feel that Beyonce picks people that's like connected to her as
Mm.
far as being passionate
Right.
about
Right.
what they love to do. And she picked the girl, and she did her thing. They
And
showed cuts of her as well. Performing with Beyonce. Yeah.
you notice too, this woman, I mean, she's not perfect or anything like that, but you don't hear anything about she's in trouble with stuff. I really believe she had people around her that they all stay grounded and accountable to each other.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know what
Mhm.
I'm
Yeah.
saying? With even with the people that she picked and their personalities and stuff like that. And
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's all of that. She's all about integrity. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And standards.
Yeah. And it's a lot of pros and a lot of cons to being as big as Beyonce, or as big as Michael Jackson, or things like that. People are saying so many things about about Beyonce, with the Illuminati and all that
Oh,
stuff.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I wish I had some clips, but I don't want to get copyrighted as far as clips is concerned. But I wish I can show some clips from the movie. But a lot of people saying this and that about Beyonce, but that's the cons of being as big as she is.
Yeah.
Right.
And I love even I can show a picture, uh, the outfits. The way her. I don't know if her mom still do her outfits, but
Oh,
just
okay.
the outfits that they show, like this one. You know,
Okay.
it's just amazing how she really you know, even put her all into her image. And remember that part where the power went off?
Oh
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah, and that was very smooth. How
She handled that like it was
yeah,
part of the show.
yeah, like the average performer, they're like, hey, they'll go back there and cuss everybody out and all that stuff.
She
It- you
maintained.
know, and people paid a lot, like I said, and she had to do it professionally, and she's very smart. Because the average person, they paid all that money for all that stuff, and they'll
Right.
probably cuss everybody out. But she was like,
Right.
okay, let's get it together.
Right.
Let's change the wardrobe. And she
She
just popped back up. She just popped back up.
she turned that thing into a intermission.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She
Yeah.
said, "Wait a minute, we'll be right back. Y'all get y'all snacks and y'all come back."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like you said, she switched the wardrobe, so she made it inclusive. That's why, see, she made the things. She didn't make it seem like nothing was wrong. The
Yeah.
crowd might have seen it, but the way that she responded to it, she made it part of her show, where she changed her uniform and everything. That, like I said, making it look like it was an intermission.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And came back
showmanship.
on the same song, right?
Came
Yeah.
back on
Same.
the same. It was like
Yeah.
when it like a song. If it pauses and then it
Yeah.
Yeah.
goes back,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
she just, but she remixed.
Yeah, yeah, and I like where she kind of reached out to other artists, because she could have said,
Right.
"Oh, it's just all about me," but she like,
Yeah.
I'm going to
Yeah.
Houston. Meg
Right.
Thee Stallion. I did Savage with you. Come on the stage, do your thing. You rep Houston as well. You from where I came from,
Yeah.
because a lot of artists, they go back to their hometown and they don't support like
Right.
that. And
Right.
Megan is on that this Renaissance. Renaissance is one of the biggest
Wow.
concert tours of all time. And
And she was
of course, Meg the Stallion been through a lot of stuff, with
right.
Tory Lane and issues like that. But still,
Right.
to bring her
Yeah.
on the stage and, uh, her going back to her hometown,
Right.
showing where she was raised, and they was raised in a nice house. That was a big
Yeah.
house, yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And I love that her, like I said earlier, her parents support her even though they separated. They
Right.
still come together to support their daughter, and
Right.
you just.
She has a lot of her parents' influence. You
Yeah,
can tell,
Mhm.
especially with her work ethic, stuff
yeah,
like that. I
yeah,
mean, it's not comparing it to Michael Jackson or anything, but once again, she started at a young age. Her
yeah.
father and his father,
Hmm.
stayed on them and everything. And of course, the mom's gonna be supportive. Her
Yeah,
mom, supported her, made her costumes and all this stuff. So to have
yeah,
that scene where she's talking to her mom,
yeah,
that emotional scene and stuff, I thought
yeah,
that was really cool. She was really giving her respect and honor to her mom
yeah,
for what
yeah.
she's done for her. So
Yeah, and I love, she supports the LGBTQ.
right,
She
right,
she really, because her uncle, she talked about her uncle Johnny,
Mhm.
made the
right,
clothes, and she really, that's her uncle. Even though
right,
the lifestyle he's in,
right,
she wanted to support those people that's a part of her,
right,
that was a part of her uncle's life. The same
right,
lifestyle, and I like that she did that as well, and she got a lot of those fans.
Mhm.
right.
So
Yeah.
you better not talk bad about
Uh.
Beyonce. That Beehive gonna come and sting you.
I'm gonna tell you something. It was
and I and I yeah, and I was warned before I did this. You better you better say something good. Yeah,
right.
yeah,
But no, you're right. But see, but that lets you know the inspiration she has on the world. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like that, the people around the world and stuff like that. So,
hmm,
her is about her style. See, she's not just about music. She's about her style, her fashion,
yeah,
um, her cadence, her personality, and all of those things. So, yeah, that the
yeah,
Beehive ain't nothing to play with.
yeah,
They they
yeah, yeah,
they serious about Beyonce. So
yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. And going back to Blue, uh, people criticize her. And her Beyonce had hesitation. I'm trying to get words
Mhm.
right,
out. Beyonce had hesitation of
hmm
having her on there because she was so
right,
young, but
right,
she saw the passion that Blue had. Saw that she really wanted to do this, and
right,
she had her haters. People said, "Oh, she not ready." Uh,
yeah,
she, and I could tell, the progress she had.
right,
The sharpness in her moves, the choreography. At first, she
Mhm.
right,
was kind of hesitant, with the
yeah,
moves, but over time, she
yeah,
picked up, and then she even, I love they showed when she danced with her mom.
Yeah.
right,
That was
right,
amazing, and
well,
the the crowd just rooting for her, and she
yeah,
just broke down. Blue just broke down because
yeah,
just the love that everybody showed her on
Yeah.
that part. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That
What
was
y'all thought about
powerful.
that part?
I
Yeah,
thought it was good because she said that she did hesitate with letting Blue do it.
Yeah.
But she was like, I don't know if she's ready, and but she let her do it. And
Mm-hmm.
what I like about it is, she still kept Blue safe. And what I mean when I say that is like her clothing wasn't revealing.
Yeah.
right,
You still know
Yeah.
she's a child,
Yeah.
right,
and so I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah. And and I love the song she's dancing on, and that sends a strong message to black families. This is my legacy. She
Hmm.
danced on the My Power. That Power
Oh
song,
yeah,
hmm
yeah.
and
yeah,
and it sends a big message to our
right,
community. And even, listening to Jay-Z 444 album, he got the song Legacy. He like, I'm passing these things down to Blue,
Right.
for her generation and the next generation. And I
Right.
and I and I think that's very powerful to see this movie. Seeing her family, seeing Blue, seeing Remy.
Yeah.
Remy gonna have she has a personality too.
Oh yeah,
Remy.
Right.
yeah.
And I think Rumi or Remy.
Rumi, or
I
I
think
don't
it's
remember.
Rumi. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Sir, I think Sir has I forgot what they said he has, but they didn't really show a lot of Sir.
Hmm.
But it's good they showed, and I know they still, and I believe they had a good balance of
Mhm.
privacy and showing, things as far as the family. And because they didn't
Right.
show a lot of stuff between Jay Z and Beyonce, they didn't show a lot of that.
I noticed
Yeah,
They
that
do,
too.
but
yeah,
They made it
yeah,
more
that's
about
good.
their family.
yeah, yeah. And of course, being that big, you don't want to show too much, but
Yeah.
Right. Right.
yeah,
I was gonna
Right.
mention something I like what Jay Z was saying to Blue. I
yeah.
forgot what he said, but I think it was after her performance. He was just saying like, "You're my child. I feel you. I know your
Oh
emotions
yeah,
and stuff."
yeah.
I like
Oh yeah.
Right.
that.
He always
Right.
says that. Yeah, because he did an
Yeah.
interview with Gail King, and he said,
Right.
I feel when like them two, you can tell she's a daddy's girl because
Right.
because Jay Z, he has the dreads and stuff now, the
Right.
Rastafari look,
Mm.
but
Yeah.
he said he missed the Caesar cut. He said he missed that Caesar cut,
Oh
but
yeah.
he said his
Yeah.
daughter says, I want you to keep keep the hair, so
Right.
he's keeping the hair, but he may change his mind later on. But I guess the love for his daughter, he's like, I'm gonna keep my hair.
Mhm.
So,
I
but
yeah. I
I
mean,
thought that was interesting. Yeah,
and the fact that he can encourage her as well as Beyonce, because
hmm
you know what I'm saying. He's speaking from a rapper's perspective. She's
yeah,
thinking more. She's talking more from R&B singer's perspective, but mostly too. But when they collab together,
yeah,
so he was able to give her a perspective of, hey, look, like I'm saying about I know what the feeling is, but everything's gonna be all right because we're here for you. You
yeah,
repping for
Mhm.
us.
yeah,
And
Mhm.
so it gave her a sense of security where, okay, she can do this. She
yeah,
wasn't focused on the crowd and anything like that. Beyonce trusted her because she is repping her legacy. So she gave her that, allowed her to have that experience at
yeah,
that age.
yeah,
So guess
Mhm.
what? She could build upon that
yeah,
because
Mhm.
with her dancing like that now, she's going to be just as incredible later on. But she got the experience, she got the exposure, but she's realizing she's repping the legacy as well.
yeah,
Yeah.
So
yeah. And
yeah,
that's a lot of pressure though. That's a lot of
right,
pressure. And she
right,
handled, Blue handled it well.
hmm,
Yeah.
She had interviews and she said, I'm gonna get better later.
right,
She
Mhm.
didn't take the criticism and said, I'm just not going to do it no more. I'm gonna let my
right,
mom. I know I have time to get myself better. No, she
Mhm.
went back out there and
right,
she worked. With the dancers and stuff, and she got it. And then next time
yeah,
she's gonna be even better. And
Yeah.
can't wait to see how she's gonna be later on.
Yeah.
And I love that these dancers, even the men, they show where they came from, and uh, the LGBTQ community, how she really helped them. Those who founded certain things. They showed that guy. He was like the announcer. He was beside
Mhm.
T.S. Madison, and
hmm,
he's, she even gave them a spot on the show. And I like the way she reached out to that community as well.
Yeah.
The
right,
way Frida, all those people, and
right.
and I want to ask both of y'all. What's your favorite uh Beyonce album or song?
Um. Uh, that's hard because I'm gonna be honest. I was I've always liked Beyonce, but I was like never a mega fan or anything.
Yeah, I
Like
was the
that.
same way. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would have to say, um, Black King, Black is King. Is
Oh, the
that what it's
King.
called?
Uh, I
Black
think
is
it's something
King,
like
something
that.
like that.
Yeah, but yeah,
Listen,
that
I
whole
don't.
album.
Y'all people in the comments,
Oh
don't come
Lord, the
for me,
Beehive.
please. But
Beehive.
I like that song. Power.
The
They won't
power.
take
Yeah,
my
power.
power.
Take my power. Power.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
like that song.
Oh, okay. What about
um,
you, Steve?
so I could name a couple of them, but I would say two of them, one plus one,
Oh, okay.
and me,
Hmm.
myself, and I.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's one
Cause
of
me,
my
myself,
favorite.
yeah,
Me, myself, and I is one of my
Oh,
favorite.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And I wish she could get back with Scott Storch and Swiss Beats, because
right,
B Day is my favorite album. With
hmm.
word.
Upgrade You, Kitty
Oh
Cat,
yeah,
Get Me Body.
Oh, my
Every,
that's mine
right,
too.
right, right.
yeah,
That I think that album right
yeah.
there really
Green
is
Light, all those
great.
songs.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So yeah, that's my favorite.
Kitty
Body of
Cat.
work.
Today.
Yeah,
You say
Kitty
Kitty
Cat.
Cat?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that one too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
How could I forget about that one? That I do like that.
yeah. Shout shout out to the Neptunes VA
Yes, sir.
producing that song. And it was amazing seeing, and I know as a songwriter, those who was a part of her career, it's
Hmm.
amazing to see them sing their songs that they wrote for her.
Right,
Hmm.
All those people out there singing every word. And
right.
it's hard. Your latest project and you singing your new songs, but they know all the words to the
They know all
Renaissance
the
album.
words,
Yes,
and
they know
she
all
up
the words.
she
Yeah,
just up, and then I think during that time she uploaded a new song
yeah. Oh,
called I think House.
oh yeah, yeah. I heard
Yeah,
about that, and people,
yeah,
yeah, people are reacting to that song too. House.
I
yeah.
Yeah,
didn't hear that one yet.
yeah. I gotta listen to that
You gotta
because
review
people.
that one.
Yeah, I gotta review that song. Yeah,
But
yeah. But the Renaissance album is. I love the sonics of the album. It's
I ain't gonna
different.
lie. Yeah, I like what's the one Alien.
Oh, Alien. Yeah, yeah. I like
That
that
one
one.
is it's just so different, but it's unique.
Yeah, I like
Like it's
the and you said a word in there, unique. Unique.
yeah, like unique.
Yeah. I'm too sexy for this shit. Too
I
sexy
like
for
yeah, and I like
Oh
how she got that
baby.
sonic sound in there,
Oh
like
yeah. Oh
like
baby.
yeah,
Yeah, that Prince sound.
yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like I loved
Yeah.
it. And
Yeah.
she could take a song that you heard and
Yeah.
once again just create it into something sonic, something new, but
Yeah.
make it like something everybody can jam to.
And so let's get into her vocals too.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
Like the way she just express herself in vocals is
Right,
just different. It's different.
right.
And I don't know why people said when she first started she couldn't sing. I was like,
What?
a lot of people said that, and
She
I
was
thought she always could sing, but it was just a lot of haters.
she was in
People,
the movie Temptation.
yeah, fight to.
right, right.
Fighting Temptation. I
and
mean,
I
she
and I
kind of,
and I like the song she did with Diddy on "Summertime." Remember
okay.
that song? Yeah, I don't know if you heard that song. Yeah,
Oh, right. I gotta go back.
yeah,
I don't think I heard it,
yeah.
but
But
it's like an old song.
it's on a Fighting Temptation soundtrack.
Oh, okay then.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. It
I
was
just heard the
"Summertime."
superstar.
Yeah.
I ain't no-
Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Oh yeah. I like that song. Yeah.
yeah.
I know it's song too. With
She she
with
was singing
Levert.
up there.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
Levert. No. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. And they
Yeah.
had the tambourines in there and stuff. The
Yeah. And it's
choir.
amazing seeing her from then to now. Like she's in this goddess persona now. Like
oh my God.
in a way,
You know,
and we didn't even talk about the big screen and just the way they made
Oh,
her huge and all this stuff. It was just wow. It's like,
you know, and then
uh,
they
yeah.
went back to like they did the same song, but her performing it at different places with her different outfits and stuff.
oh,
Oh
I
yeah.
love that.
And they
Yeah.
Yeah.
coordinated those things all together.
Yeah, and I
Um,
like the my favorite one was the yellow. She had the yellow outfit. It
oh,
was like a
oh yeah,
dress.
Oh
That
yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
And then she had the black. I like the black outfit with the jewels on
oh
it.
yeah,
That was nice.
hmm
Yeah, yeah.
I
I like
want
when
to
she
And
talk
had the
about
black.
that screen.
on the screen.
Yes. I'm
Uh huh.
not gonna lie. This might sound weird to some people, but in the beginning when when everything came on that screen,
You scared?
it was kind of scary to me. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie. Like I was like, what is like?
They made her like a giant.
yeah,
Yeah, it was kind of scary. You don't think so, Steve?
yeah, yeah,
No, 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 no. I do because it's like they're trying to put it as if Beyonce's this giant to the world, like a just Godzilla of a monster walking through the world.
Mhm.
But
yeah.
I think one of the y'all remember the scene where like they had the intro and the guy saying I create in the beginning I
Oh
created.
yeah, yeah. And the
I
big.
was
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
like,
the
yes,
big. Yeah,
yes.
I
yeah.
was like, and then it
and
That's
went
she,
to
what people
something else. I
said.
was like, what the
and then
world?
she was like this, and
Oh
she
yeah,
came
yeah.
down, and you think her eyes were gonna open, like pop open, but she had her eyes closed, and I was like, "What's going on here?"
You see
It
what
was
I'm
some
saying?
moments. It was
Yeah,
it was some moments in there where
yeah,
you had to prepare yourself spiritually
yeah, yeah,
because of the magnitude of not only her career but just her.
yeah,
I want to say the energy that she gets and the
yeah,
energy that she gives back and
yeah,
stuff. So just like what you were saying about earlier about the
yeah,
whole thing people saying about the Illuminati and stuff. I mean,
yeah,
I don't know all of what's going on, but I do know that
yeah. It's an
I don't.
influence.
It's just an influence, right? It's an
Yeah,
influence. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And we know we, how we appreciated Beyonce in the beginning is different from how we appreciate her now.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
You definitely seeing stuff like that, when me and my wife, and when me and Lynette went, uh, it was a it was a lady up the top. You know the part where
Yeah.
she brought out the fans. She said,
Yeah.
"Y'all wave your fans." She had a fan in the in the movie theater. I was like, "These beehives is crazy," and it was just
Pe-
uh crazy how Beyonce really influenced people. you
And
know,
people really dress up to
yeah,
go to this show
yeah,
Yes, it did.
as if
Yeah.
they was going to. I mean, any concert you're gonna dress up to anyway.
yeah,
But that's how powerful this movie was. It was a concert. I mean,
yeah.
it was a
And even the
uh
celebrities came, like uh
Oh yeah.
oh
Cardi
yeah, yeah.
B,
Tracy
Lizzo.
Ross.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh yeah. Lizzo
Yeah,
was there.
yeah. Diana
yeah.
Ross sung "Happy Birthday" to her.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy. Yeah, and
She
so yeah, it was, and the lighting was, and the sound was amazing too.
Perfect.
Yeah,
and she talked about that lighting too. She was getting into detail about how certain lights should be this way and should be less lights and all of this stuff. Like she was
yeah. She
very
really into it.
detailed into everything.
Yeah, she was very in control, and she got herself really into shape. Having those children, and just her shape. She just you snatched.
And
Her
and
body
she
just
was
snatched. Yeah.
and
What's
she
up,
was
Darian?
still
Hey there.
Yeah,
during in the building, and
yeah.
she still was helping Blue with homework.
Oh yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
like that part. Like right
Doing
after
all
the
this,
show,
yeah.
she's yeah, she's up
She
there
was
helping her with
still
homework. Yeah,
she was doing research, all this stuff. She was showing you that, you know what I'm saying, outside the concert, she is still living her duties as the other titles that she had. So she's
yeah,
actually giving you a superstar what she is on the stage, but also at home.
yeah,
And I think she's given some hope for the women, saying, hey,
yeah,
look, you could be a superstar wherever you are.
yeah, yeah,
Well, I feel that also shows that human beings in general are, dimensional beings. You can do a lot more than you think you can.
yeah,
But
yeah,
you gotta
Right.
have a team
But,
and balance because, like they always say, it takes a village. Because,
yeah,
right,
she has her mom, she has her husband,
right,
she has a whole team of people to help her.
yeah.
right,
So she
right,
has
She,
support.
yeah, she had nurses and all
right.
Yes,
types of stuff. but she had the money. She got the money to do it, you know.
Mhm.
But she still takes on those
Right.
responsibilities, even though
Right.
she knows she has people that can help her. She want
Mhm.
to be in, you know, her children's life, you know, behind the scenes, you know. And I like that part where, you know, they show her on the computer helping her daughter out with her
Right.
homework,
Yeah.
and
Cause she,
and you know, she had her makeup off, and she was just Beyonce the
Single
mom,
mama.
you know.
Yeah.
she could have,
Yeah,
and I don't know if she's done this, but she could have hired any tutor.
yeah,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
She could have hired some of the best tutors,
yeah,
but she was still doing what she had to do.
yeah,
And so it's she's letting you know that yeah, I could do a lot of these things because I had the money, I had the influence, and some people will willingly help her
mm,
for free just because of who she is.
Yep.
yeah,
But the thing is that she's showing you that she still has a role as outside the stage.
yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like the outside of this
yeah,
Beyonce is the
yeah,
Beyonce that um she has grown up to be as an
yeah,
individual, as a
yeah,
woman. So
Yep.
yeah.
yeah,
And I like not only did Beyonce inspire me in that movie, but the people that was a part of her, as far as the dancers, they
Yes.
right,
really
right,
inspired,
yeah,
because
right,
I like the part where they showed, and you know, they set up the sets before they get to that city
Mhm.
or that
yeah,
country. You know, they already have it set, and they
right,
showed the dancers coming in, they looking around the stadium
right,
like this was a dream come true. You know,
Mhm.
one of the girls cried like, I've been waiting for this all my life. And you
Yeah.
know, when
yeah,
you have a passion for something and you really reach, you know, that mark, you know, Beyonce is that mark. You know,
right, yeah.
she's the greatest thing since MJ to me
Mhm.
now. You know,
No,
No,
she
that
is.
and you know, and she cried, and that really inspired me. You know,
right,
that she worked her butt off. That girl,
right,
that female,
right.
she worked her butt off to get that spot, and she earned it. You know,
Not
and you
only
I
that.
mean,
and
Oh my
she,
bad. I didn't mean to
yeah.
cut you off.
Oh yeah, you go ahead, Lynette.
Oh, not only that, I have to go back to the beginning where Beyonce didn't she didn't only point out the performers, the dancers, but the people who put the stage together,
Yeah,
the
right,
people who did the
right,
technology. Like,
yeah,
these shows can't happen without people that have that knowledge.
that,
yeah,
You know, I'm
yeah,
in tech,
that,
so I know how a lot of that stuff works, especially putting all those panel screens together and
mm-hmm,
then making sure the video is, a clear image. Like, that's a lot
yeah,
of work.
yeah,
look, people, and even the people, um, and behind the scenes that they got people got to eat.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah,
Oh,
You
yeah.
know,
Yeah.
yeah. And it also show how AI is, you know, it's giving people job opportunities as
right?
well.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
love the part where she was on stage and those mirrors be going behind her and in front of her,
Wow, that's
moving.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, they
That's
was moving.
crazy.
Yeah.
And
That's
that was
crazy.
that was that was crazy. I know that cost a lot of money too, but she, like I said, she set the bar. Like you can't
Right,
you can't do no
right.
half show. You know, you can't just come there. Oh, play cut number two. You know,
No.
you
She
can't do
went
that no more.
she
Yeah,
went above and beyond.
yeah, yeah,
She always asked questions too. I
Oh,
noticed
yeah,
yeah.
she would
yeah,
ask questions like, "Can we do this? Can
yeah,
we do the like?" You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Cause she had an issue. She said, you know, being especially a black woman, she feel like she got to demand that respect,
Hmm.
and
Right.
so she asked those questions, but at the same time, she like,
Yeah.
you know, that's not acceptable, or you
Right.
know, she'll say certain things so they'll, you know, she'll gain their respect as
Yeah.
the creator of all this. You know, you
She
wouldn't have
always
this, you wouldn't have this job if I wasn't who I was. That's
Yeah.
basically what she's like.
what what's that clip? What's that clip one time where um or you heard the story? Somebody said, well, who was it? Was it Rico Love or some songwriter? And
Uh huh.
she said something. What it was it, Jay? Um,
Rico.
she said something about you're going to do this.
Oh, that part. Rico, Rico was working on. He already wrote "Sweet Dreams" for her,
Yeah.
and so she called him, and she said she was taking his mom out for dinner, and and she was like, I've booked out Lenny Kravitz's studio. I forgot the name of the studio, and I need you to go up there and change the last line to radio, the song "Radio" on Sasha Fierce. And he was like, well, I gotta take my mom out for dinner. She was like, I need you, and she won't take a no for an answer, and she's Beyonce, and she's kind of telling him, don't, you can't take advantage of this opportunity,
But see, that's how she was in this movie, man. Like, but she was very like chill
calm
with it though. But she's calm.
Yeah.
But she made the people feel calm.
Yeah.
But they knew that she meant business. They knew that.
And that's kind of like Luther. And that's kind of like Luther Vandross too.
Right. Oh yeah.
You heard about her, Lily? Yeah. Or take you out, Luther Vandross song. Yeah.
Good gracious, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
But
I think Lynette had to go.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, Lynette.
But
yeah, man.
Yeah, it was a great.
Yeah.
But it was a great movie. I think it was money's worth, and I was surprised how much the tickets were, but it was worth.
Beyonce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I ain't see the Taylor Swift. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you ever get a chance, Taylor Swift, but just their influence and them having that idea of bringing their concerts to the movie theaters.
Yeah, genius.
Because of the simple fact, because they the thing about it, they gave you that experience as if you was there, and it felt like we were actually there.
Yeah. Is that Taylor Swift album still? Tour still up there?
Oh, not in theaters. It might be in a dollar theater, probably.
Okay.
But it's definitely streaming.
Okay.
And I like the fact that they gave you the poster.
Okay.
They had the Beyonce poster, Taylor Swift, but
I didn't get no Beyonce. You got a Beyonce poster?
I didn't get one, but I think you would have to ask for one or pay for one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I ain't get one.
But I seen. Yeah. But I mean,
we paid enough. We paid a lot to give. Yeah. The way you said poster. Yeah.
Where'd y'all see it at?
Oh, we saw it at Cinema.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. We was gonna see it at Harbor View, but it was like, we wanted that because I know Cinema is more lively. So it was a great movie, and I think I'm gonna give it my rating 10 out of 10. I thought it was perfect. The way things was set. What you think about it?
No, I would say the same thing.
It's hard to give it less than
that. Because she did things I was not expecting.
Yeah.
She was doing the unexpected, but she had so much character to that movie, man. She showed you the people who was there. They shared their stories, and she took you to just places where she grew up. She took you to the people she knew and how they all contribute and being a part of this Renaissance tour. Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, it shows you that even people who may not view her as their favorite or may not necessarily listen to her like that, now you want to listen more because of the time and the effort and the blood, sweat, and tears she put into her craft.
Yeah.
To make you realize this is why she is who she is.
Yeah.
She shows you the sacrifices she made, but she also lets you know that she brought her family along with her. So it wasn't just her being at a concert, even though some people do concerts and their families at home. She brought her family with her, and she still did the wifey duties on the tour. The motherly duties on the tour.
And they a lot of people kind of talked about her because they said she stole this and that as far as the sets and stuff. But she's inspired. I believe Michael Jackson was the same way. He was inspired by Jackie Wilson, James Brown,
Right, right,
the
right.
Williams brothers, and all those people.
Okay. Right. Yeah.
He was inspired by those dancers.
Right.
He studied different types of dancers, and he
Right.
just made it into his own. I believe
His
that's what
own.
Beyonce, like, she
Right.
took
Yeah.
Diana Ross persona. She took
Right.
Tina Turner's performance
Yeah.
style, and she just took people's singing styles and put it into one person. And I think
One
that's genius.
one of
Yeah.
her concerts, she was giving a shout out to a lot of people,
Yeah.
like
Oh yeah,
Janet,
Missy, and yeah,
Missy,
yeah,
because it was all inspiration. I mean,
yeah,
everything that anybody does is
yeah.
inspiration.
Grace Jones.
Come
Yeah,
on now.
yeah,
Wow. So
yeah,
no, Beyonce's Beyonce. She's just showing you the things that she loves to do because people are looking up to her. Some
yeah,
girls looking up to her and wanting to follow in her footsteps, and Beyonce's showing you that it's possible. And I truly believe, by using her daughter
yeah,
to get her to have that experience, some other 11-year-old or some younger girls like, oh wow, okay,
yeah, yeah. She
I
influenced
can
her
be on.
sister. Yeah, yeah,
See her shit. See, that's what I'm
yeah,
saying.
yeah,
So, and I like the fact that the Destiny's Child
yeah. They reunion.
reunion.
Yeah, yeah. And I wish
So,
they come out with another album, but just Beyonce
bro,
is so big now. It's like
I
it's gonna be
know.
hard. Yeah.
Like when New Edition, where that one time you like Bobby Brown wasn't there, then Bobby Brown came,
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
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 But that would be
Yeah.
that would be great for the
Yeah.
culture, man.
But
That would be great for the
I
culture.
think they still could get together. I think they
They
still can
could,
do something. Yeah. But I think
if
it's
they
just
all
gonna be
could
the
come
three.
together. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, because all they gotta do is all
Yeah.
she gotta do is make that phone call, and
Yeah.
everything's
Cause
taken care of.
she own her own record label now,
Yeah.
Parkwood Entertainment. So
Wow. See,
she's in control. You know,
all she gotta look. If
snap her
Beyonce
finger.
say,
Yeah.
"I'm flying you," I'm flying
Yeah.
you. Okay,
Yeah.
wherever
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah. Beyonce called me right now
Yeah.
to write
Right.
a song.
Right. Right.
I was like,
Hey, hey, she might call you to write, call you to sing, call you to do both. Hey, if
yeah.
she want me to dance, I'll
I would be multi talented.
right. Hey,
Jack of all
at least,
trades.
look, at least you get your foot in the door, and then you can say,
Yeah.
"Well, Beyonce, while we here."
Yeah, my resume, Beyonce.
Check out, yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
But you know what, bro? It's inspiration. That's why I thank God for like people like the people you put me on like too, like Rico
yeah,
Love,
yeah,
who was inspired to write song. He wrote a song for Beyonce.
yeah.
The Dream was up there. The
Oh
Dream
yeah, oh
was
yeah,
up there
oh
for a
yeah.
minute.
Yeah, I want to talk about that too, because the Dream had a little cut in the movie. He was sitting
Right,
beside Beyonce. I guess
right,
he gives her ideas for certain things, and it was crazy. I like what Rico said on R&B Money podcast. He was like I'm proud of the Dream because how close he is to Beyonce,
right.
and he said he wish he had that closeness to a big
Wow,
artist like
right,
Beyonce. But he said I'm not envious or jealous of
right,
the
right,
success that the Dream had with Beyonce. But he
right.
said he wish he had that connection with an artist as big as Beyonce. But the Dream doing his
Yeah.
thing.
He
You know,
doing
he
it.
wrote
And
he wrote
yeah.
most of the Renaissance.
See?
Yeah,
And people have it, and it's the thing. He'll still put out a project every now and then.
yeah,
But when you but when you're not hearing from him, he's working with Beyonce.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's like,
Cause we haven't heard nothing from the Dream. Like
yeah,
he grinding with he getting that paper from
the
Beyonce.
Dream's like, oh, I'm here.
Yeah,
I'm at the house.
I'm here.
Look, I'll fix a waffle.
Yeah,
I'll go.
y'all paying $2,000
Oh yeah,
to a ticket.
bro.
Y'all putting money in my
If, B,
pocket.
if Beyonce said, "Quit your job,"
Yeah.
oh, I should say.
Quick.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what
Oh,
she said. Well,
oh,
she said, and he
oh,
told me,
shout out to
I would,
my job.
Yeah, shout out to my job too.
Yeah.
But it's just a compliment
But I'm
to
gone.
this Beyonce, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a
Do
compliment.
say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you're working with you're
Yeah.
working with an icon.
Yeah.
You're working
Yeah.
with a legend who had that influence like MJ,
Yeah. Yeah.
but she is still a people person. Beyonce shows you the humanness of her, that just like that. Even with the that video where what's his name, Chance the Rapper.
Oh yeah.
You know, he had the interview and Beyonce came out of nowhere. You know,
He
what I'm saying,
right.
show some love. Like,
Yeah.
what? Oh, what? He done
Yeah.
left the interview on it?
Yeah.
But it's like, wait a minute, this can wait.
And
This
shout out
can
to Kendrick Lamar too. He killed it too with Beyonce, and they got that same passion and energy, like
Yeah.
performance wise.
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
There was a clip where Beyonce and Jay-Z went to go see Kendrick
That's
at some
awesome.
kind of bar,
Yeah.
just performing, a lounge or something in New York, I think.
And it's crazy how those biggest people, you know, like Beyonce, Janet Jackson, you know, they're the most humble people, you know, you can meet.
Right.
And then the people that's
Right.
like the new people, they act so arrogant. Like,
Right.
you like, why don't you just learn from how they are? You know.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Beyonce, Janet, and them been doing this for a minute, so they're not
Yeah.
even phased by all that stuff. These are people who they're not they're just coming into it. They're taking it all in. They're not used to that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
yeah.
I do wish, man, Chris Brown
Mhm.
and Beyonce do a song, man.
Oh yeah, that'd be dope. And I think Chris Brown always wanted that too. Yeah, I
Right,
think he
that's
said
what he
that.
said.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Even
yeah.
Phil,
Okay. I
he
don't
said
know.
he could write. Well, I know. But
R. Kelly, you
Probably.
talking R. Kelly? Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be dope if he wrote a song for Beyonce though. But
Bro,
I think
bro.
it was gonna happen, but
Bro.
her father at the time, like,
Right.
I don't know about Beyonce.
Can you imagine? No, but can you imagine? Even when Beyonce was with Destiny Child,
hmm
I mean, she's still with them, but if they did, I mean, R. Kelly wrote a couple of tracks. If not,
Yeah. Imagine if he wrote a song like Laundromat for Beyonce.
I guarantee you, and I'm
Yeah.
being honest, if R. Kelly was to work with Beyonce, R. Kelly got hits, but you would see some hits that day. All them hits would come right
Yeah.
back.
Oh yeah.
Because he said he does his best when he's needed.
Need
He's wanted.
Yeah, I remember that.
He said it.
Yeah, he still said
He said he's still saying it.
Yeah, the GOAT said it.
The GOAT said it because
sorry.
he knows.
Did I say that? The GOAT.
Did I, well, no apologies
No.
for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hey, you can't have the R without the R.
Yeah.
You can't have the R&B without the R.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
because see, this is the thing.
Yeah.
R. Kelly knows that even when he does that,
Yeah.
he already has a vision for what he wants to write.
Yeah.
What he's going to say, because he's like this.
Yeah.
Just like with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
R. Kelly changes his voice.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't make necessarily. It sounds like something R. Kelly would do, but he makes himself as if he's singing, as if they wrote it for him.
Yeah. I remember Babyface was talking about where he wanted to work with Michael Jackson. Yeah. He said, "But that You Are Not Alone, that's a masterpiece, right? He got some yeah,
bro.
Those lyrics too,
like,
yeah.
It's just like Tank said, who writes Fortunate?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro.
He different.
He different.
Like Dr. John said, he cut from a different cloth.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not excusing.
What he did.
His life, that what he's done. That is something
that's separate.
That's separate.
Yeah.
But his gift.
Yeah. It made room.
He wrote "I
It
Believe I
made
Can
room.
Fly." He made
Yeah,
room,
yeah.
bro.
I believe.
Matter of fact, when he
Yeah.
was going through what he was going through, and he made Chocolate Factory
Mm,
hit after hit, and you
mm,
still playing songs at the cookout.
mm.
You playing songs that every generation can dance to, even the older folks.
Girl,
Who
shut up. You ain't going nowhere. I'll never leave.
who says that? Who say that? Shut up.
I
I ain't
want to hear
going
that.
nowhere. Who says out of the womb the doctor spanked me?
Oh yeah.
Who puts raindrops in their music?
that sound.
Who makes sex spiritual?
Yeah, yeah.
Who
We
can
done
have a
went.
conversation?
We done
Who
got
can
to
have
our.
a I'm sorry, oh, my bad. Who can have
I'm
a
good.
conversation? I'm not trying to preach. Who can have a conversation
Yeah, yeah,
and just talk through the music?
yeah, yeah,
But anyway,
yeah.
but
But
what I'm saying is that
he
Beyonce
could.
though, she
Yeah, yeah. And I think the ultimate album, and I don't know if she would go back to these people, but I think if she had an album with Scott Storch and Swiss Beats, that would be a dope album. Cause
what if she
Scott,
had a
yeah, cause Scott Storch did like Naughty Girl, Baby Boy, that whole first album,
wow?
and those some dope songs. And Rich Harrison too. Rich Harrison had
Can you?
some, yeah.
What if? All right, check this out. Tell me if you agree with this. What if Beyonce album was produced by Camper?
Mm, that'd be dope. That'd be,
Woo!
yeah. I can hear that. I can hear that. Cause Camper got some different sounds too, different styles too.
Right, right,
But
right,
get her that her sound.
bro,
Like,
bro. If her
hmm
her could do a EP or even an album, can you imagine having her doing
yeah,
something for? Cause Beyonce had those mellow tracks too
yeah.
that are
Like
really dope.
like I miss you and stuff like that. Yeah,
Right, like,
yeah,
but bro,
yeah.
oh, but I was also gonna say Tim and Bob.
That could work. I don't really
I
see
wish,
it, but I can see, yeah.
bro, I wish the underdogs would come back, man.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. It would kill. Yeah, I think Timbaland
What?
did a good job with Beyonce too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What's that one
yeah.
is when he did?
Oh, grown woman. Yeah.
That he went in on that.
Yeah.
He went, he ain't slick.
Yeah. Yeah. He killed. Yeah. Night Wonder too. Night Wonder did good on Destiny
Oh yeah.
Child album. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. But
You
yeah.
know,
Oh yeah. What are you about to say?
I'll say Wyclef was
Oh yeah.
telling Beyonce how to sing real fast
Oh okay.
on the
Yeah.
bills.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Wyclef was like, sing it faster.
Oh okay. Oh I thought he did no. The remix.
Oh, probably so. But maybe I'm talking about that. Then
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Maybe I'm talking about that. But I think yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
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 But I just think it's cool, man. Cause she's been with us since daggone, man. We went to elementary. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
middle school and high school and college, man.
And the
Well, I
thing
went to
about
PCC, but
and the thing about Beyonce though, it's like a lot of these artists, these veteran artists, they do these veteran type tours, like
yeah,
a reunion tour. But Beyonce's still that girl, like still that.
bro. And
Yeah,
she
yeah,
reinvents herself. Like
yeah,
she takes mainstream and makes it her stream.
yeah. No offense to the veteran artists, but she don't go out
Yeah.
there like, oh, I remember that song. Oh, I remember. She still reinvent herself, and like,
And being right, I noticed she don't brag about anything. She don't talk
yeah,
about the stuff she do. She just
yeah.
be doing it.
She
It's
just
just
do it.
like
Yeah, yeah,
like like she just is always just on creative mode.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
But
yeah, yeah. Appreciate you for being on this show.
Yeah, man.
Incredible, inspiring movie. Yeah, I give it a 10 out of 10. I think it was
Right.
crazy. Just very inspiring. It just make you think to yourself like, I'm not doing enough. you know,
Right.
I could
Right.
do more. It's more in me.
Right. Yeah.
It's more in me that I can do.
She,
Even
she,
even because people say things about you, you like,
right.
I can do more. I could do more in life.
Right. And
Yeah,
she's and the thing about it with a woman of her status,
yeah,
she don't she don't have to do nothing else.
yeah,
But she chooses to still go through the sacrifice as if she's doing it for the first time.
yeah,
She's this well known person, but
yeah,
she gets into a room with just curators and just create, man.
yeah, yeah,
And it takes
yeah,
time, but she
yeah,
makes it fun. I know that she makes
yeah,
it fun. She
yeah.
likes to make it fun, man.
And that's the same with Babyface. He like,
Right.
I'm always like, motivated. Like even him talking about the new music, he was like, at first I didn't get it, but now I kind of
Yeah.
dissect and see what people love about this new music.
Yeah.
And he's
Yeah.
still writing hits like he never wrote a hit in his life. Like snooze. I turn on radio, snooze come on like every 5 minutes, and he
But
and he helped create that song. Like it's crazy. Yeah,
but it just it shows the appreciation of their gift because
yeah,
to still have artists say, "Oh yeah, like I remember you. Yeah, can you still do a song for me in this time and day when music
yeah,
has changed?"
yeah. People still
But
requesting Babyface. Yeah, yeah,
so it just lets you know that your music can never go away.
yeah,
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Not
yeah,
just when you know you're reminded of your classics. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying, like that, but also in the now when you're still creating
yeah.
classics.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like my niece and nephew be over here, and I play Michael Jackson for them. They were like, "Oh, Michael Jackson," and they never met. And Michael Jackson was
Bro,
passed away way before they
I
was even born or thought of. And
bro,
when they see Michael Jackson, like Michael Jackson, like it's just amazing how his spirit, it lives on.
you hear I see Prince not as much as not as much as Prince, but Michael Jackson, yeah, like Michael Jackson, but Prince too.
Yeah,
People
Prince.
who
Yeah,
you wearing the Purple Rain shirts,
yeah,
but
yeah,
these are the influences. But see, the thing is that Michael Jackson was about humanity.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But his music was about humanity.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah, man, it's kind of like it's crazy, man. It's like that's why there can never be necessarily. There's only one Michael Jackson.
yeah,
There's people that are like Michael Jackson because of
yeah,
the inspiration.
yeah,
But Michael Jackson, man, was somebody that, man, like, thank God in our lifetime, man, we got to
yeah.
witness.
Yeah. And from watching this movie, I believe, Beyonce is right beside them as far as one of
Right.
those
Yeah.
memorable
Right.
classic artists,
Right.
just the way she carried herself. So yeah, appreciate you for being up here.
Yeah,
And
man.
yeah.
We just
Appreciate
witnessed history, talking
yeah,
about history that's been made. I
yeah,
mean, no
yeah,
problem, man. I said I had to
yeah,
come and support my bro. You know what I'm saying,
yeah,
like that.
yeah, yeah,
Chop it up with you and your wife, man. And
yeah,
it's just a blessing to be a part of.
yeah,
Um, Something like that. We could talk about the music culture, man, and
yeah,
just people just succeeded and
yeah, yeah. And
history being
yeah.
made.
Yeah, so I appreciate the discussion, and we'll keep in
Yeah, man.
touch. Come up,
For
come
sure.
up with next show.
All
And
right,
so
bet.
until next time, all right, peace. All right,
All right, peace.
all right.
All right.